Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman, and I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. Today I'd like to talk about retirement savings and the interplay of that in a divorce. We provide a lot of education in this regard to the public. If you find this helpful, please subscribe to our channel. When we talk about retirement savings in a divorce, we're talking about a retirement saving that was accumulated during the marriage. How is that treated? Well, when you have retirement savings, like a bag of money that you've got on your desk, it's going to be subject to division. If you've accumulated during the marriage, half is going to belong to husband, half is going to belong to wife. So retirement savings are a little bit different because they have a tax aspect to them in that a lot of times if you would just divide it, some of that money is pre-tax. And there might be a tax triggering that occurs if you liquidate it. But there are ways that lawyers can suggest to divide up, for example, a 401k and not have it taxed. For example, you may be able to divide up a 401k, and if you roll it immediately into an IRA or perhaps another such device, you can defer the taxes on it. So there are ways to preserve that. Now, if you're a person who has a large retirement savings and you want to safeguard it in the divorce and have none of it invaded, what do? Well, there are ways to deal with that as well. Let's say, for example, there's $100,000 in a 401k. You've accumulated that over the years. You want all that money to yourself. $50,000 is his, $50,000 is hers. You want the whole thing. So what happens? Well, we can figure out a way for you to collect the whole thing. However, you got to understand that at the end of the day, the judgment's got to be approved by some judge who's going to look to see, is it fair? If the parties agree that it's fair, that's fine. The minute one person thinks, I don't sign off on this, I don't believe it's fair, that's when you get the court to get involved. That's what we call a trial. The point is that if you want to save your whole retirement savings, be prepared that if the other side won't agree, you're going to have to find a way, in my example, to pay them that $50,000 of your 401k that belongs to them. We're going to have to make it up to them in another way. How do we do it? Well, maybe we take on $50,000 more of the debt. Maybe we give them more of the equity in the house to make up for what we've kept. There are different ways to tweak that, but at the end of the day, in most cases, the court is going to require that the balance sheets be fairly equal as humanly possible. So, is there a way to protect your retirement assets? Sure there is. But you got to understand that when we do that, we may tweak that in a way that gives up another asset. Then you may say, well, it's okay. I don't care about the other asset. That's just stuff. I'm worried about my retirement for the future, so I'm more careful to preserve that. This is an individual choice. Some people want it one way, some people want it another way. Some people defer what they say because in the future they want that. Who even knows if they're going to live that long? So there are all these issues that you got to take into account. If you need assistance with that, of course, reach out with us and we'll be glad to help you out.